Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but. I hear what you're saying, but. I hear what you're saying, but. You never heard what I said because you interrupted me every time and started giving an excuse before you even heard what it was.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Graham. Today we are meeting with a woman whose past has been storied with many different marriages. That's right, she has been married 10 separate times and she's on number 10 right now. It's not quite working out and she's needing some serious advice from Dr. Phil. So keep watching until the very end to see if she can get any help whatsoever. She might be beyond help at this point, to be honest, so I don't want to make any promises. But without further ado, let's meet her and just get right into it.
See, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
You're not gonna try to marry me, are you?
No, I don't go after married men.
'Cause she's small, but she's wiry.
Whoa, dude, all right, we're starting things off quick. Robin's already on the sidelines ready to square up with this woman. Not really, obviously, but that was a funny joke from Dr. Phil. I mean, you gotta crack a joke when you realize this lady has been married 10 separate times. It almost seems like she's going out of her way to find a new marriage every few years. I don't know of many people that have been married more than 3 times. I feel like that's like a pretty high number. So she's really going for like a Guinness World Record or something.
Has it gotten to the point that you just laugh about it?
You know, it's gotten to the point where I'm either going to laugh or cry about it, and sometimes I do both.
Whoa, okay, obviously this is a very emotional topic for her because she is just starting to talk about her past with all these different marriages and she's already on the verge of tears. I don't know if you guys heard that transition, but it's almost like a DJ has a slider over here with laugh and cry and he was just fligging that thing back and forth midway through that sentence. Cassie, I'm gonna need you to hold it together for the sake of us. We're already just getting into the show. We can't have tears already.
We had been married for 7 years and we had a son together. He would not say the words to me, "I love you." After we got married, he would only say ditto.
Yikes. So one of her husbands she was with for 7 years has a child with, which is, I think she has 3 children in total throughout these 10 husbands, which is a pretty good number if you ask me. You know, honestly, when you think of someone who's been married 10 different times, you'd think, okay, they probably have like 20 different kids as well from all these different guys. But no, just 3. She was able to control that much at least. And she claims one of the fathers of her children just did not say "I love you" the entirety of their marriage. Like as soon as they got married, there was a switch that was flipped and he would just say ditto when she said "I love you." So that's pretty harsh.
You got 1, 2, 3 cheaters, a doping biker, and a peeping Tom. Who the hell were you turning down?
Dr. Phil just has to take a second to look at what type of guys these dudes have been that she's been married to. Not always the best of people or the best of company. So he's really questioning what her system is with narrowing down guys. Obviously, she is very quick to jump into a marriage and she claims she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know why these marriages fail or why she hops into them so quickly. And well, her kids have another take on it. So let's hear their stance.
They're telling a different story that you're cheating on these husbands.
There were times that I did cheat after I had been cheated on in response to them cheating on me.
So her kids stop by and tell Dr. Phil some information that basically every single one of her relationships has ended because she was either a control freak or was unfaithful to them and cheated on them. And she claims, look, Dr. Phil, I only cheated after they cheated on me, which makes it okay, right? Obviously, that's not correct. Cheating is cheating and you're a bad person if you do it. But it's funny that her kids are very forthcoming with this information. They said she wasn't always the best mother and they lived in multiple homes as a result of her hopping out throughout all these marriages. So they were really ready to spill the tea to Dr. Phil, like at a moment's notice. They had this stuff on lock.
Yeah, Justin's dad did not cheat on me. It wasn't the right thing to do. I understand that. I should have left the marriage sooner and not cheated on them, but yes, I did.
Oh, and then she backtracks and changes her stance completely saying, well, actually, my son Justin, his dad, yeah, I just full on cheated on that guy and he didn't do anything to me, which was terrible, but you know what? People make mistakes. Like, no, you can't just brush it off and then like lie and then reveal your lie throughout different steps. Just say that you were unfaithful in some of these and they were the reason that you got divorces, which is obviously a personal problem. No one's telling you to go out and have affairs. That's just you on your own volition doing that. And if you're gonna continue to be a bad partner, then you're obviously not gonna have good marriages that work out. Hey, just a heads up, a lot of you guys watching these videos are not currently subscribed to my channel, so if you want to support me and you're enjoying the content, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. It really helps me out and I would appreciate it so much. Anyways, back into the video. So one of her ex-husbands says this: the marriage ended because Cassie was unfaithful. She treats marriage like a job. She won't quit one until she has another one lined up, ready to go, so she's not in between paychecks. And that is a harsh harsh statement from her ex-husband, but sounds like it's probably true since he's basically sharing the same story that her children share, and I'm gonna guess that they're a little bit less biased towards lying as she is. But he claims that she is not ready to leave a marriage until she has had a successful affair with some other guy that she's pretty sure she could marry shortly after, and then he obviously makes more money or has a different form of income and she can steal that instead. Sounds like this whole lady's marriage scam is kind of getting exposed right now, but she still claims that she doesn't know what's going on.
To a degree, I do treat my marriages like a job, and I can see that statement because everything has to be in order. It has to be routine.
Well, they're saying-
Yes, Dr. Phil, everything in my marriage has to be in order. That's why I get it in order, and then I destroy said order by going out and having affairs with these men that was so nice to me and wanted to have this order that I demanded. But yeah, I really don't know why these marriages are falling apart.
You treat it like a job.
Right.
You want to have another paycheck lined up before you run through that one.
I didn't marry for money.
And she's just really denying it still. Hey, I'm not married for money. That's not what this is about. Please just fix me, Dr. Phil, even though I'm lying and I'm not giving you any proper information. Just fix me.
What's the issue that she keeps getting married and it keeps failing? I started to tell her, and she said, oh, no, wait, no, but yeah.
And it sounds like Dr. Phil is getting pretty fed up with this woman's constant excuse making and just non-answers to his questions, basically. She's saying, right, yeah, and agreeing, but obviously you don't agree because at every point where you've spoken, you're trying to contradict the facts that Dr. Phil is bringing up. Just be honest with him, please.
You never heard what I said because you interrupted me every time and started giving an excuse before you even heard what it was. You don't really want to know.
I think that's partially true as well, Dr. Phil. That's a very good read on this woman. I don't think she truly wants to know the reason why she is not having these successful marriages because it takes some honest truth with yourself. She has to look in the mirror and say, I am the reason these are not working out. I'm either too controlling or unfaithful. And look, I'm sure a lot of these partners have not been very nice to her either. Maybe she really doesn't know how to pick them, but that's another aspect of it as well. You got to have enough respect to wait out and hold out for something that you know you deserve and not just settle for someone that wants to marry you and then you're like, hey, oh, number 8, all right, let's go.
And look, there's no point in chasing the wrong one because the right one won't run.
And that is a solid statement from him again. That's something you guys can really resonate with from this video, hopefully. If you're feeling like you have to chase down someone just to like fix them in order to be in a relationship with them, it's not gonna work out. That's just so much work that you have to put in for nothing. Obviously, that person is not going to be able to completely change how they are to work for you. It's just not going to work out.
Cassie, I'm going to give you some advice that's real clear, okay? Real clear. You're relationship dependent.
And that is a cold hard truth that he's having to tell this woman. I'm glad Dr. Phil is really getting serious with her right now and telling her straight up that she is definitely relationship dependent, which means that she just cannot find personal happiness while being on her own. It's something a lot of people suffer with. I'm sure I have viewers out there who are the same way. And it comes from a lot of self-esteem issues or just not knowing how to, do things for yourself or how to experience happiness without someone else causing it. And that's not something she could turn around from right now, but at least she's conscious of it because I'm sure she trusts Dr. Phil after being on this show. And that is just the best thing that he could have told her.
And you need to stay out of a relationship for at least a year, and you need to put your focus on rebuilding the relationship you have with your 3 children.
There you go. That's the exact game plan you need to follow. Screw these relationships. Get over this 10th guy that is really not working out that you're having to chase down. Obviously, he is not going to be the one. Just take another L for now and have at least a year off where you're focusing on not only yourself, but rebuilding this relationship with your children, which is incredibly strained because they're now thinking, oh, my mom was not that good raising us. And now she's just moving on from husband to husband and doesn't even pay attention to us in our adulthood, which is so painful to experience, I'm sure.
You'll never have a healthy relationship as long as you continue to get in relationships that are toxic.
And those final words from Dr. Phil here really sum up everything that this woman needed to hear. And she's now being silent, not responding, kind of emotional, which makes me think these words are really resonating with her, which is good. I hope she can take away a lot from this conversation with Dr. Phil and begin to work on that relationship with herself and her kids and really respect herself to where she doesn't have to go out and find a new husband just because she's lonely and can't make her own happiness. So let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. Pretty crazy. Let me know if any of you guys know people who have gotten married married 10 times or more. I really don't think there's anyone out there that has. You might be capping, but I won't be able to tell. Either way, make sure you follow me on Instagram, show some love over there, as well as drop a subscription and like if you enjoyed the video and are not subscribed already. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, peace out.